I'm going to go ahead with the next step and show you a find part. So I'm going to go with this optimized layout here that we just did, and I'm going to hit find parts. This will take a minute to run here. So when it finishes, it's now suggested all parts, and it's telling us that from each one of these sections we can select up to 5 different devices for each output to compare performance on. That allows us to do a deeper dive before we actually go to generating a schematic. So I click OK on that. So we'll scroll down and you can see it's broken into sections. So this section here is all related to the core. So in this case, I'm just going to, we have one part only, in this list we only have one part that's schematic enabled. That would mean that we could go directly to a schematic generation for the part. So I'm just going to select that one in this case, and on some of the other ones I'll select multiple devices so we can compare. Okay, on the next 2 rails it actually found a dual solution that can do the VDD 1.8 and the LDO supply in a dual output part. So that simplifies and your system and saves costs there. So we're going to check that 85033, as well as it also, if you needed single output options, it gives you single output options as well. So we'll look at single output option for each one of these as well. I'll just look at the 85033, and we'll select a module as well to look at. So you can select multiple things, up to 5 different for each rail. So this is one rail here. Each one of these you could select up to 5 devices for that to do a comparison. Okay, and then the next to the last rail here is the VCC 3.3. We have a couple options, some of them being schematic enabled. I will go ahead and just grab something that's schematic enabled, just so we can see that process when we generate it. I'll select one more. Unfortunately, none of the linear regulators are showing that are schematic enabled, so we can select them though. They're going to we can still take a look at some of them. And I also forgot to mention here, what you'll notice in this efficiency estimation, estimated efficiency, it is giving estimated efficiencies of this part under the conditions that we've specified what the efficiency will be, and that is at a % load, and that is adjustable. When we ran this, we had 100% load selected. You could select different values of load. Default for this is 100%, but you can see the different efficiency points based on your initial selection. So once you've selected devices like I've done here, then what you would do is your next step will be perform a summary analysis on selected parts below.